ready to rule him out? How have you seen him progress over the past few days?
Yeah, he's making progress. We'll just see how he does today.
He'll be limited today.
Yeah.
Sean, how would you say that you have evolved as a fourth down decision maker in your 5 years now as a head coach?
I think probably like like anything else as a head coach, you try and improve with experience. You learn along the way. You continue to see how the game's evolving, and you want to evolve with it.
Your defense has faced a lot of those situations. Leslie said in the spring that he talked to the team about preparing for that you guys had some idea from analytics or anything else that there may be more and more those situations where teams go for it. Seems like, a quarter of the way into the season that's played out. How have you been? How have you liked how they've responded to those situations?
The defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've won some of those. You're not going to win them all, but I think in the ones where we've had a critical situation, we've come out on top of there. So some of those are fourth and real short. Some of those are fourth and a little bit longer. So I think going into it, the probability of wins and losses, kind of tracks with how long the situation is in terms of what they need for the first down.
And on the flip side of that, offensively, when you go into a game like this against a quarterback like Mahomes, does that impact your willingness to be more aggressive, knowing that field goals often doesn't beat quarterbacks like a Mahomes?
Yeah, I think every week, you want to know who you're playing against and how you want to play the game and put together a good comprehensive plan. And this week is no different, Jay, to your point.
What's a lot?
What's the hardest part of evolving as a coach?
The hardest part of evolving as a coach, I think it's probably different for everyone. I think you just get better every year in as many ways as you can. As a head coach, I'm always trying to do the best job that I can in putting our players and our team in a position to win games. And, obviously there's some days I do a better job of that, some weeks than others. But that's my number one goal every week.
Taron Johnson plays, one of the tougher positions in the league. And we were just talking about this week about dealing with the speed at that position, and it's hectic out there. How have you seen him develop over the years, and what he's doing is so much different?
Yeah, just like one of my answers to the earlier question, there's no substitute for experience. When you come into this league, it's new. Some guys come from different size schools, and sometimes that helps you, sometimes it doesn't. So everyone's coming kind of from their own place, right? And then the learning curve that each person has to go through is different. So I've been happy with how he's improved and how he's developed, and give credit to him, as I've said before, in the coaching staff. In practice, yeah. We'll see. I want to look at that today. That's one of the other things I want to look at. Yeah, he'll be out there. Yeah.
I apologize if I missed it. Did John Feliciano clear concussion protocol?
Yes. Yeah.
What are the next steps with Matt that you'd like to see to feel comfortable letting him go out and play Sunday?
Yeah, I listen to our trainers. I'm going to look at him out here. I know our trainers will do the same. And then talking with Matt and seeing how he feels. I know he wants to play. I never questioned that with our guys. So we'll just see how it looks, John.
What about the wet weather, especially with the soft tissue, with the hamstring and things like that? How much of a factor does knowing that maybe not at the beginning of a game, but back end of it, that may become a factor as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things we try and factor in. Hard to I'm not God, and you do the best you can, right? So trust the man above.
Sean, I know earlier this week you talked about what you've seen from Spencer Brown. We talked to him yesterday, and he seems very even keeled going into this game, being a rookie, just his fifth game. What have you seen from him from a preparation standpoint leading up to this game at Arrowhead?
Yeah, I mean, he's a young guy. I think first of all, I got a lot of confidence in him. Separate of that, though, young guys always get baptized by these environments, by these experiences, right? But you learn from it. So I'm sure for a lot of our young guys, there's some apprehension about what it's going to look like, what it's going to sound like, feel like, and that's where they and we have to depend on our core group of veteran leaders to talk to them before, and then I'm confident they'll settle in. And there's going to be highs and lows in this game. There's going to be ebbs and flows and highs and lows and careers, and you just try and get better by learning through it all.
Spencer was talking some yesterday about just showing his personality on the field. When did you start to see that?
Probably in that game last week. But a little bit when he had that spotty time, those small windows of opportunities before that, where he came on the field in the different packages we were in. That was good to see.
Sean, I'm sure you've answered this question before, but kind of when we're talking about Taryn too, why is it important to have a nickel coach specifically on your staff?
Yeah. Well, for us it is. I don't know if it is for everyone else, but Jimmy Salgado does such a great job and such a key part of our staff. And that relationship that they build is important. So there's a lot of overlap teaching with that position, with other positions, but there's also some intricacies that just go with that position specifically, so that's why we feel the way we do.
Another couple of injuries for you. Rousseau, who missed on Friday.
Yeah.
Is he good?
He'll be the same as AJ. Yeah, I want to look at that. Yeah, he'll be out here in a limited way today. Yeah. All right.